Good evening and welcome to PM High School. Bulldogs Boys basketball on the airwaves tonight. PM Bulldogs 8-15 on the season take on the Three-Rivers Conference foe in the Lewiston-Altura Cardinals, who are 17-7 on the year. The Three-Rivers Conference West basketball matchup tonight here with postseason in sight and momentum on the line as well, or in play. I'm Big Play Aaron Nickley bringing you the action tonight. We'll be joined by Mark Jurgensen here momentarily, broadcasting live from the Bennett Sun Santa Grava broadcast booth on Peer Country, WPVW 1190 AM, 99.7 FM, streaming worldwide on a Bulldog Nation station, brought to you by Bennett's Food Center, and anywhere you go on the WPVW app. Bulldogs and Cardinals, Three-Rivers Conference West Division matchup. Got an interesting contrast coming into this one. PM sits at 8-15, looking to finish the year strong, build momentum, and continue to develop a group that has shown a lot of fight all season long. On the other side, Lewiston-Altura enters 17-7, and their eyes are set firmly on another to try and win another West Conference title, something that we last carried out in the 2023-2024 season. These two teams met just 7 days ago, and if you like offense in that game, it had plenty of it. The Cardinals came away with a 92-84 victory in a fast-paced, high-scoring affair. There were runs, there were answers, and there were a few empty possessions. For PM, the offensive output was encouraging. 84 points is more than enough to win most games, but defensively giving up 92 left a sour taste in their mouth. Coach Herbert was very open about that after game. As you heard Saturday on Coach's Corner, he didn't like how many points the Bulldogs surrendered. And when you look at the numbers, you might understand why. PM is averaging about 71 points per game this season, which is an improvement over the past years, but they're also giving up right around 70 per contest. That margin is razor thin, but when you look at 71, when you score 71 and give up 70, every possession, every rebound, and especially every free throw becomes magnified. And you heard Coach Herbert talk about the free throw shooting. He was not impressed as of late, especially in tight games against good teams like Lewiston-Altura. Missed opportunities at the stripe can swing momentum quickly. If PM wants to flip the script tonight, cashing in at the charity stripe will be critical. So we'll take a break, be back with the starting lineup, and as we break for our national anthem, we'll be right back after this. Well, welcome back to Bulldogs basketball here on Pure Country, our Bulldog Nation station. Tonight, the Bulldogs and Cardinals in a three-race conference battle. Taking a look at what else is happening on the Q Media schedule, or Q Media networks. Goodhue at Stewartville boys basketball. You can hear that on K-Wing 106 with Race Raw. Our starters tonight, starting out on the side of the Lewiston-Altura Cardinals, a 5'7" senior. Sorry, I screwed up right out of the gate. A 5'10" senior, number 4, Tyson Prigge. A 6' senior, number 11, Cole Kennedy. A 6'1" senior, number 12, Gavin Bamanek. A 6'1" junior, number 23, Gage Bromerick. A 6'2" senior, number 24, Peyton Boytart. For the Bulldogs, regular starting 5, junior number 2, a 5'8" guard, Jace Bantley. A 6' forward, senior number 12, Hunter Busby. 6'2" forward, number 20 is senior Caden Castle. A 6'2" junior, number 22, Bo Brinkman. And the man in the middle, a 6'4" senior, number 35, Jack Schreiber. The Cardinals are coached by Michael Vanderplas. The Bulldogs are coached by the clean cut Jason Herber. The JV won tonight, 49-39. Our officials tonight are Eric Rain, Jordan Jensen, and Justin Ruberg. I gave Eric Rain some credit tonight. We have the A crew, so we'll see how they live up to the A crew billing. Mark Jurgensen joining me tonight. Appreciate his analysis throughout the game.
A nice crowd on hand tonight, Aaron.
Yeah, very nice crowd. Red, white, and blue. Tip up and won by the Cardinals. And a Prigge three-point shot in and out, rebound by Bantley. Castle will get the ball and hit Brinkman underneath, looking for Schreiber. Schreiber tripled, kick out to Castle, cross-court pass to Busby. Now Brinkman down on that baseline. Low block, turnaround, no good, gets his own rebound. Put back will be fouled. No shot, I believe, so it'll be out of bounds on that. Foul is on Boychart, his first, team first. Here's the inbound to Castle. Castle to Brinkman now, underneath, looking for Schreiber. Low block, in the paint now, kick back out to Brinkman. Brinkman will look to drive, kick back out. Busby's three, I think, was tipped a little bit, and rebound by the Cardinals. Here's Bromerick, kick out to Bamanek. Now Kennedy controls on the top of the key. It's Bamanek in the lane, no good. Rebound by Schreiber.
Bulldogs appeared to be in their 1-2-2 on that first possession, Aaron.
Here's Castle, Brinkman, looking for a cutter, has Busby. Busby, drive to the rim, finds Castle on that low block. Castle, size and height advantage, lay in good.
Hayden has the opportunity for a good night tonight. It looks like a lot of attention going to Jack.
2-0, 16:30 on the clock, and a turnover.
Nice pass.
Quickly up ahead to Brinkman, puts it in from the feed from Busby. 4-0 on the Thrivent Financial scoreboard. Here is Kennedy going from left to right on the three-point line. Now Bromerick in the lane to Bamanek, kick out. Here's the drive in, and good off the glass is Boychart to put the Cardinals on the scoreboard for the first time tonight. There's a turnover, steals, and a shot hit by Prigge to tie the games up. Just lost the handle on it. Bantley did there. Bentley bailed out by Brinkman. Brinkman driving baseline. His shot will go in. Good drive there by Bo. Falls on Bromerick, his second.
Bo was able
his first. Sorry, go ahead, Mark.
Bo was able to drive the baseline there and take strong to the rim. Good finish.
Go to the free throw line for and one. And he sinks it. 7-4, Bulldog lead, 15:30 on the clock. Here's Boychart. Back up top now to Bamanek. Bamanek doubled as Priggy now outside the Boychart. Back rotation now to Kennedy. Here's a three fired up by Bamanek. Good. 7 apiece. Here's Busby, kick out to Castle, long on the three, no good. Here's Bamanek with the ball in the lane. Priggy out to Boychart, three, no good. Rebound by Castle. Castle bring it up himself. Cross court to Bentley, up top to Busby. Busby back to Bentley, looking for Schreiber on that low post. Loses the handle a little bit, gets it back in his hands, off the glass. Good for Schreiber.
Good strong finish by Jack. But Lewiston's bringing 3 and 4 defenders every time he gets it near the paint there.
Yeah, I think they pretty much know that he's kind of the main key to the offense for the Bulldogs. There's a steal on the other side for Jack. Castle working against Bromerick. Out, three-point shot for Brinkman. And he hits. Cash money from outside. There's a lay-in off the glass good for Boychart. 12-9. Bentley having a little issue in the backcourt with the ball. Busby there to bail him out. Busby deep in the corner, kind of cornered himself in there, but was able to get the ball down to Brinkman.
Yeah, Bo had a nice cut along the baseline again to present himself as a recipient for that pass.
He
went for the ball strong, and that's how he drew that foul. So
fouls on Bromerick, his second, team third. Inbound comes to Castle. Castle will dribble, kind of loses the handle on the ball a little bit, gets it to go off the glass. Stick-to-itiveness. 14-9, Bulldogs lead. Here's Levinsky, who checked into the game, is kicked out to Boychart, no good. Long rebound goes to Bentley. Gets it up the court to Brinkman, now to Schreiber. Schreiber will go to work, triple, turnaround jumper, good. Nice turnaround there by Jack. Cardinals on offense, Bamanek to Kennedy. Now Priggy back to Kennedy. Back into Priggy's hands, looking to get the ball down low as well. There's the drive in by Priggy. And he'll get the ball to Boychart. He'll be fouled. That is on Castle, his first.
I think he just got a little hand in there trying to slow things down, and then he got caught with his hand in the cookie jar, you'd say.
So Boychart to the free throw line for a pair. Bulldogs lead 16-9, 12:46 on the clock. First free throw is good. Bamanek out for the Cardinals. Second free throw is good. Lincoln Osley in for the Cardinals. 16-11, Bulldogs lead, 12:39 on the clock. Here's a high post, give to Schreiber, gives back to Bentley. Bentley back to Schreiber. Schreiber, open lane, in and good once again. Schreiber, great drive there, getting around his defender.
Before the Bulldogs were trying to run there, the first cutter was taken away. The secondary cutter, Jack needed to be just a little bit more patient. He might have had Castle on the secondary cut, but Castle's cut, he completed it all the way through the paint, which actually freed up space for Jack's drive here.
So Noel will come in replacing Busby, and Jack's free throw hard off the back iron. No good. Rebound by the Cardinals. Two of the Killer Bees will put pressure in the backcourt. And the Cardinals will break that. Here's Osley. Now over to Priggy. Priggy back to Osley. Rotation. And now a cross-court pass. Has a wide open cutter underneath. And put-in goes for Lewinsky on the glass shot. Here's the Cardinals causing some havoc in the backcourt. Bentley does lose it, but out of bounds off of the Cardinals. Bennett Bono will come in for the Cardinals, a 6'2" freshman. Now ball thrown away by the Bulldogs. That'll lead to an easy basket for Bono, who just checked into the ball game.
There was some minor collision there that prevented our cutter from getting open for the ball there, and so the ball went free.
There's a pass that went too high for Schreiber, and the Cardinals will come back the other way on the offensive side. Kennedy loses it. Bentley almost tried to get up a scoop. Nothing there, and Bono underneath. He gets the loose ball, puts it up, and good. His second point in a row.
Kept his hands high and used his body well to seal the space to finish that.
Noel hits Brinkman, break the press. Brinkman slashing in, no good. And the ball will go off of the Bulldogs out of bounds. 11:07 on the clock. Bulldogs lead 18-17.
Currently on pace for another high-scoring game.
Yeah, that's for sure. Brinkman gets his long arms out there, causes a turnover. Noel has it and waits for Bentley. Hits Castle. Castle's turnaround, no good. And the rebound will go to the way of the Cardinals. Cardinals slashing through the lane as Kennedy kick out. And now Bono has it. Bono will drive in, kick down to Priggy. Priggy out. And another rotation. This will be Osley. His three-point shot, no good. Offensive rebound and putback by Bono. He's got 6 in a row for the Cardinals. There's Noel breaking the press, driving through the lane. He's going to end up at the free throw line for a pair. Fouls on Lewinsky, his first, team 5th. Noel, not a guy that you see a whole lot of at the free throw line.
No, but he did a nice job reading what the defense was taking. They were taking away those secondary passes, and so he had the keep, and he went strong.
First free throw off the side of the iron, no good. Benny Sanders and Carson Hines check in for the Bulldogs. And back in for the Cardinals is Bamanek. He'll replace Kennedy. 10:20 on the clock. Bulldogs trail by 1. 19-18. Noel, his second free throw attempt. Will go off the front of the iron, no good. Brinkman there, slashing in. Nobody boxing him out, getting the rebound and the putback. 2019 Bulldogs lead. Here's the three-point shot by Lewinsky, hard off the back iron, and Noel will come up with the rebound. He will go into the paint, and he will be back to the free throw line once again.
Very nice job using his body to shield the ball there.
Lewinsky's second and the 6th on the Cardinals. We're probably going to have a little bit more of Noel on the court tonight with Logan Klaviter out with illness tonight.
No question. These are Aiden's 5th and 6th free throw attempts on the season as well.
First one is good. Evan Kiss checking in for the first time tonight, replacing Bo Brinkman.
Evan brought a real nice spark to the second half of the JV game this evening. Let's see if he can continue that here tonight.
Noel with the second free throw is up and good. just under 10 on the clock. 22-19, Bulldogs with the lead. Cross-court pass for the Cardinals. Osley has it. Will give back to Kennedy. Now in the lane is Bamanek. Kick back out. Here's Osley. He'll fire a three. Good. And a traveling violation on the Bulldogs. That press, just something the Bulldogs have kind of struggled with all season.
Yeah, it's unforced errors. Yep. On that three-point attempt on the last possession here for Lewiston, the post player did a nice job sealing the defender, preventing them from getting out to cover that three. Going to have to do a better job fighting through these screens, even in his own.
Here's Osley to Kennedy. Now rotation to Priggy, back to Bamanek in the lane. Has Priggy wide open on the baseline. He hits.
Priggy's always been a nice, steady player for them. This senior group has faced off against him a lot over the years. I've always liked his game.
Here's Hines in off the glass and good. Good replacement there. Scoring option for the Bulldogs as Schreiber now out. Here's Priggy kick out to Kennedy. His three no good, and Busby will come up with the rebound and knocked out of bounds by the Cardinals. Cardinals will put that full court press on the Bulldogs here once again. Ball coming into Noel as Sanders. Oh, he missed Busby big time on the far side or near side. Busby now does have it in the deep corner. Three driving into the lane and comes back out. Kick out to Noel. Noel into Hines. Hines doubled. Kick back out to Noel. Noel waiting for somebody to help him out. Has Busby. Busby elbow. No good. Hines will come up with the rebound. Oh, and with the rebound again as he missed. A couple of rebounds in there for Hines. Bulldogs will maintain possession.
Bulldogs with a little trouble with their spacing in the early part of that possession. Carson was working really hard to gain position with his size and strength. We need to figure out that spacing to be able to get him the ball. Oh, now we have offensive foul.
He just said the size and strength of Carson, and he's not going to get away with too many of them.
No.
So we have a foursome coming in here for the Bulldogs. The starting lineup back out on the court for the Bulldogs. So it's Hines first and the team second. Here's Osley to Priggy, back to Osley. Cross-court pass has Bamanek. Now underneath, ball knocked away, and Schreiber will come up with the loose ball. Another turnover on the side of the Cardinals. Here's Castle. He will find Brinkman. Brinkman will bring it back up top of the key. Hand to Busby. Now to Bailey to Busby. Now here's Castle. Finds Schreiber underneath. He's going to head to the free throw line once again. Seventh foul on the Cardinals. Fouls on Kennedy, his first, and we're going to have a timeout called by the Cardinals. We'll take that first timeout with them. You're listening to Bulldog Basketball on Peer Country. Welcome back to Bulldog Basketball on Peer Country. Aaron Nickley joined by Mark Jurgensen. Cardinal timeout, 7:48 on the clock. Tie game at 24 apiece. And Schreiber will be at the free throw line. His the second and third shots from the free throw line tonight. Foul was on the Cardinals' Kennedy, his first, team seventh. Schreiber's first free throw hard off the back iron.
We hit our free throws tonight, Aaron. We're going to have some good opportunity here in the first half. As you said already, 17 fouls. We're just shooting on every foul the rest of the half. That's 7:48 to go.
Second free throw for Jack will not go in. couldn't quite get the friendly roll off the rim. Cardinals back the other way. Priggy handling. Gets it to Osley. Osley looking down low for Bono. Denied. Cross-court pass now for Kennedy. And he will loop it to nobody. Turnover. And that's Bulldog basketball again. Castle bringing it down. He will look to attack the lane. His shot short. And rebound by the Cardinals. They'll get quickly back. And that'll be Kennedy off the glass and in for the Cardinals. They take the lead 26-24. Here's Bentley to Castle, looking for Schreiber, knocked away. Schreiber will maintain possession of the ball, gets to Bentley, now Brinkman. Brinkman denied his drive, will kick out now to Castle. Castle loses it off his hands, and that'll be a turnover by the Bulldogs. Better spacing needed for the Bulldogs there. 6:49 on the clock. Bulldogs trail 26-24.
And the turnovers so far in the first half haven't really been created by Lewiston-Altura so much as lapses in focus by the Bulldogs.
Here's Kennedy, top of the key, guarding that zone by Brinkman and Busby. Now rotation to Priggy underneath, looking for Bono. Good defense there by Busby, knocks it out of bounds. There is 1 second left on the shot clock. I'm not sure if anybody has mentioned that yet on the side of the Cardinals. Nobody's yelling anything out anyway, at least I heard, Mark.
Well, Coach Vanderklas has a play call, so we'll see if it was designed to get a shot off in one.
Osley out of the ball game, and Boychart back in.
Rush for 20 to cut, no, 12.
Here is a shot clock violation. They did not even look at all at the shot clock. So benefit to the Bulldogs there. See if they can make some hay on the other end. Cardinals have come back and pushed some pressure in that backcourt. Here's Bentley. He'll cross the timeline, gets it to Castle. Castle now to Brinkman on the near side. Hands to Busby. Rotation now opposite direction. Castle for three. Whoa, a three for Castle. Kind of a rarity. He'll shoot him. Put it in. 27-26, wide open underneath. And the shot is missed by Priggy, but a foul will be called on Bentley. His first, team third. And Priggy to the free throw line for a pair. 6:04 on the first half clock. First free throw is good. 27 apiece. Scoreboard tonight brought to you by Jake Thompson, Thrivent Financial. Second free throw is good. And the Cardinals now lead by one. It's a hot pass to Brinkman. Now Bentley struggling with the ball. Will give it to Castle, and it'll be out of bounds. Jace just kind of struggling a little bit tonight, handling the ball in the backcourt. Another turnover for the Bulldogs. That's 6, I believe, here in the first half. Unofficially. Priggy will send it over to Kennedy. Now a three in the corner by Bono. No good. Rebound by Bamanek. And his putback is good. Castle handling the offense will be denied the pass. Now another turnover and then a foul. Castle looking for Busby. Kind of over his head. And the foul is called on Busby in retaliation. Fourth on the Bulldogs. First on Busby. Kennedy bringing it up for the Cardinals. He will have Priggy in the deep corner. Priggy will drive in, kicked out to Bamanek. Bamanek for three. No good, out of bounds to the Bulldogs. And we'll have a timeout called by Coach Herbert. We'll take that timeout with him. You're listening to Bulldog Basketball on Pier Country. Back here at Plainview, the Plainview-Elgin-Mill High School, Bulldogs and Cardinals. 5:13 left in the first half. Timeout, 30-second timeout called by Coach Herbert. Two timeouts, or excuse me, a timeout apiece called so far by each team. The inbounds pass comes into Bentley. Bentley will get to the midcourt logo and stop his dribble, finds Busby. Busby looking underneath for Schreiber. Gets it to that low block for Schreiber. Schreiber triple teamed, working. His turnaround jumper in and good. Good work there by Jack, kind of freeing up some elbow room and able to hit that turnaround jumper.
All the arms around him, it was difficult for him to find an outlet pass to anybody that was open.
There's Bono, cross-court pass for Bamanek, now up top for Kennedy. Kennedy back to Craigie, Bono in the corner once again. Cross-court pass ends up in the hands of Bamanek. His three, no good. Schreiber with the rebound. Busby will get it up court and be now hit Brinkman near side three-point line. Now rotation to Busby underneath to Schreiber. Schreiber working that low block. His jumper, kind of a old-fashioned little hook there, goes in. Bulldogs take a 31-30 lead. Here's a foul called. The pass from Boychart to, I believe, Bono on the low block, and Castle's going to pick up his second foul. Bono at the free throw line. He has 7 points, excuse me. That's kind of messed up in my scorebook myself. First free throw is no good. Big Country comes back in, along with Noel, to replace Busby and Castle. Second free throw coming up for Bono. That one is hard off the front of the iron, rebound by Brinkman. Bono will bring it up near side, runs into Bono, and he will have Noel there to help out. Back to Brinkman. Brinkman in the lane, no good. Hines trying for the rebound. We'll give him credit for the rebound because he's going to head to the free throw line.
And Bulldogs went about 4 minutes without drawing that 8th foul. 7:48. Lewiston got their 7th, so we had a lot of opportunity to shoot, and we just haven't been able to get back to the line.
Fouls on Prigge, his first. Carson Hines to the free throw line for bonus shots. First one, good.
We had a stretch in there with the turnovers and maybe some quick shots before we were pounding it inside or hitting cutters, so that would help explain that gap. But we need to take advantage of this final 3:40 and get a few more trips to the free throw line.
High arcing shot for Hines goes in and good. And we have a sub coming in, Lubinsky in for the Bulldogs. And we have a stoppage here now. Officials Rain and Jensen will have a conversation. All right, I'll give the gist of what that was. Eric Rain says, wait for the officials to acknowledge the player before being called into the game, not just going in based off the horn. So,
can't fault the kids for being anxious to get in and play.
Absolutely. 3:40 on the clock. Bulldogs lead 33-30. Like I say, this group of officials that you have out on the floor, they know the game. They've played it. They ref it. They do a very good job.
Yes.
Here is Kennedy. Rotation with Prigge. Not a Noel steal. And he's going to attack and turn it right back over. Kennedy picks his pocket. Here's pass underneath. Romerick has it. Jumper, no good. Hard off the front of the iron. Saved by the Cardinals. Turnaround jumper by Kennedy, no good. Now Prigge has it. He'll go back out to Bamanek. Bamanek, fouled up three, brings it back in. Boytart's going to get fouled. Kind of a little El Chico foul there by Noel. But it'll be the 6th on the Bulldogs and the 1st on Noel. Noel just kind of got up on the heels of his feet, and another foul as Schreiber just kind of reaches behind, and that will be a shooting foul, 7th now on the Bulldogs. It'll send Lubinsky to the free throw line for 2. First free throw is good. Boytart will exit, and Bromerick in. 3:03 on the clock. Bulldogs have a 31-33 lead. Second free throw is good for Lubinsky. Brinkman into Noel. Noel will cross the timeline and be doubled. A long pass over to Bentley. He gets it though. Now to Brinkman. Brinkman back up to Noel, top of the key. Looking for some help. Will dribble, and now Bentley has it. Looking for either one of the big guys in the paint. We have Hines and Schreiber. Here's Bentley. 9 seconds. He's going to go to the line to shoot 3 as Lubinsky gets his hand in there. That's his 3rd, team 9th.
I could be wrong, Aaron, but that looked like they're maybe running a box and 1 with number 10 there covering Jace all over the floor.
Okay.
Looked a little like a 2-3 at first, but then number 10 was chasing.
First free throw rattles out for Jace. .235 on the clock. Bulldogs with a 1-point lead, 33-32. Second free throw for Jace. That one was in and good. That's Jace's first point on the night. Boytart comes back in. He'll replace Lubinsky. Kish at the scorer's table. Now he'll replace Brinkman. And the last of the free throws coming up for Bentley.
Chase is just under 60% from the line on the season.
Third of the free throws goes in. Good. 35-32, 3-point lead for the Bulldogs. Here's Bamanek over to Kennedy, back to Bamanek. Kind of a back and forth, looking for something to open up. Here's a 3 by Bamanek. Good. His second 3-point shot made. Here's a cross-court pass. Noel has it down low to Schreiber. Schreiber will try that baseline, denied. Kick back out to Noel. Rotation for Bentley. Bentley now to Hines on the other side. Hines kick out to Kish. Kish for 3. Got it! Great rotation there by the Bulldogs, finding the open shooter, Kish, from outside. Not necessarily one that you look for to shoot the 3, but he hit it. 3-point shot right back. And Bentley comes up with a rebound on the defensive side, loses it. Noel will then come up with the rebound. He'll set the offense up and has Kish now. Kish looks to Coach Herbert for the call. Looks down low to Big Country on that low block. Big Country battle in there, no foul, and the ball will go out of bounds off of Carson's hands.
Just doesn't feel like Carson gets the benefit of a lot of the calls that it feels like he should.
I'm glad that you said that, Mark, because I was kind of thinking the same thing. He's a big guy, yes, but sometimes the big guys get hammered too.
Yep. Yeah, he shouldn't be punished for the strength that he has.
Yeah, absolutely. At 6'8", 300, give or take. Here's a 3-point shot missed. Noel with a rebound again on the defensive side. He will attack, go into the paint. His shot no good. Rebound or ball will stay with the Bulldogs. It's actually Aiden's first attempted shot, technically, as he was fouled on the first couple. Hines will come out along with Kish, Sanders, and Brinkman back in for the Bulldogs. Under 1 minute left here in the first half. Here's Brinkman driving baseline, and he's going to be called for a travel. But maybe they call him for out of bounds. Either way, it's a turnover for the Bulldogs.
got caught up in the air, and the defender and prevented him from getting the shot up, and then he didn't have an available person to pass to. Now he made up for it with the deflection, though.
Poke away for Brinkman, getting those long arms out there. Causes the turnover. Bulldogs will have 35 on the shot clock and 33 left in the ball game. Now down to 20 on the shot clock. Here's Bentley to Brinkman to Noah. Noah looking for Schreiber. Schreiber working hard down there. Has the back door to Noah to Schreiber, but Schreiber can't quite hold it. Here's Kennedy bringing the ball down. 15 seconds left in the half. They'll obviously set up for a last shot. Here's Dominik down in the corner for Kennedy. Kennedy will step out of bounds, travel. 9 turnovers for the Cardinals, give or take. And we'll have a trio, a couple subs coming in. Bono coming in for the Cardinals along with Osley.
Yeah, the two boys coming out each had 2 fouls. They're trying to avoid that cheap third foul before the end of the half here, I believe.
Here's a pass into Schreiber. Schreiber's turnaround at the buzzer, no good. Good shot there. And a good look from Jace from the Bulldog bench. Yeah. Firing it down pretty much to the baseline. So at the half, Bulldogs with a 3-point lead, 38-35. We'll take a break, add up the stats from the first half, be back with our People's State Bank halftime show, and you're listening to Bulldog Basketball on your Bulldog Nation station, Pure Country.
Pretty good shot from up here. That was sitting down too. I'm used to that.
All right, welcome back here to the People's State Bank halftime show. As we just got done with the Chuck-a-duck that
big play getting rewarded for his big play.
Somehow, this guy up here won. Just a lucky throw. That's a great fundraiser.
Absolutely.
Chuck-a-duck. So
I tell you, this must be the place to throw from, Aaron, because I think I was second. Honestly, I think I was second.
Well, we'll split it, Mark.
No.
So as we look at the stats here from the first half, we'll start on the side of the Lewiston-Altura Cardinals. As let me get my names in front of me so I don't upset somebody. Tyson Prigge with 6. Lincoln Osley with 3. Seth Lubinsky with 4. Cole Kennedy with 2. Gavin Bamanek with 8. Bennett Bono with 6 off the bench, and Peyton Boytart with 6 as well. For the Bulldogs, Aiden Knoll with 2, Jace Bantley with 2, Caden Castle with 7, Bo Brinkman with 10, Evan Kish with 3, Jack Schreiber with 10, and Carson Hines with 4. The Bulldogs, their offensive strategy has been pretty much get that thing down low to the big boys. So far, they've been doing pretty good. Outside shooting for the Bulldogs, not half bad either. They've hit 3 3-pointers, and I think they're actually 3 of 4 from downtown.
It feels like a good percentage. I know they had a few of those possessions that were very patient, and as they were reversing the ball around, there were things opening up on the inside, but they were also Evan Kish's 3, for example, as they were rotating the ball around, he found himself open because of the ball movement, and then he did a good job nailing the shot.
Yeah, the Cardinals, they have 3 3-point shots as well. Bamanek leading the way for them on their offense. As we look at what's coming up here, well, second half adjustments, Mark. I don't know. I mean, you still feed that ball down low. The press has got to be something that Coach Herbert's probably talking with in the locker room.
Yeah, you want to tighten up the ball handling a little bit, but realistically, it hasn't killed us yet either. We've avoided any big runs by Lewiston. We've gotten back well. We've limited the damage off of those turnovers. Not to say they haven't made us pay a little bit, but we've avoided giving up any big runs, and that's, I think, a big reason why we've got the leads.
And that's what you've kind of seen in so far this season. The Bulldogs' opponents have been able to get on those runs kind of off those turnovers.
Yep.
Turnovers I have unofficially, of course, with the Bulldogs with 10 and the Cardinals with 9. So it's not a factor so far.
Not terrible. I think another thing we need to do is make sure to shore up our defense against the perimeter. They've had a few open looks. Haven't made us pay too bad yet, but we're going to have to be paying attention when we get to that 2-3 zone. We do a good job taking a lot of things away, maybe creating a few turnovers, but some of the rotations do free up opportunities on the wings or skip passes, so we'll have to be cautious on that in the second half.
And that's you've seen that those skip passes from the Cardinals.
Yep.
So let's take a look at our Bulldog Weekend Review. Girls basketball, they closed out their regular season with 2 conference wins, one over St. Charles and one over Lewiston-Altura on Saturday. Coming up just one conference win short of either winning the 3 Conference West or tying. That would have been the first time in about 10 years, I believe, that the girls would have been conference winners. On Friday night, they kind of had a slog of a first half, but then turned it on in the second and completely dominated the Saints, holding them to 5 second half points and winning 68-29. Saturday, the ladies had a very good first half and then survived a Cardinal comeback to secure the win 75-71. Izzy Apple was thrust into the starting lineup as Mari Kurowski was out due to illness. And in return, Coach Engler kind of had to shorten up the bench, which led to more minutes for the Marshman twins, and kind of just went with that 8-lady rotation. Apple, in her first ever start, I think, for Varsity, I think it was anyway, she filled in very well. 13 points and 11 rebounds. Paige and Mora filled in on the defensive side admirably as well. Hit some couple of big 3-point shots, and Mora kind of sealed the game with a huge free throw with 5 seconds left to bring home the W. Scoring leaders for the Bulldogs, Olivia Engler had 23, Addison Schneider had 12, Charlie Eust with 11, Maura Marshman with 1, Paige Marshman with 7, Maya Larson with 8, and Izzy Apple with 13. So 4 Bulldogs in double figures. You will never turn that scoring away. Bulldogs were 20 of 28 from the free throw line, and the Cardinals were 18 of 20. I think the majority of those came the way of Rinley Bergen, who I believe led the Cardinals in scoring that night. Both teams hit 5 3-point shots, and now the Bulldogs, they are priming for a rematch with the Zumbrota-Mazeppa Cougars Thursday night. That's to open section playoffs. They're looking to avenge an earlier loss, I believe, right around was the first game of the year, of the 2026 year anyway, 63 to 50. The Cougars hit 14 threes that night and shot 40% from beyond the arc. So the list of the tournament pairings, St. Charles and Wabasha Kellogg, Kenny Wanamango, that winner will play Red Wing on Thursday. Dover Yoda is hosting Rushford Peterson. Caledonia hosts La Crescent Hoka. Cotter hosts Randolph. Lourdes hosts Pine Island. Zumbrota-Mazeppa hosts PM. Goodhue hosts Chatfield. And Triton will host Lake City. Winners of the first round games will advance to the Mill Civic Center Arena and either play Monday or Tuesday night. Then, we're all set for pretty much the playoffs to start.
That'll be a fun rematch to see against Zumbrota-Mazeppa. I know they were so hot shooting from outside that it's hard to imagine they'd capture that again. But we got to come ready to play. Hope everybody's healthy and let's go. It's playoff time.
Yeah, right. There was a write-up in the Post-Bulletin about the Zumbrota-Mazeppa girls team that they do shoot more 3-point shots than 2-point shots. They know it, and they're not bashful about it. They'll fire them up.
That's the analytics era that we're living in. Okay, second half underway here.
Bulldogs have possession of the ball right back underneath to Schreiber. Schreiber off the glass. No good. Rebound, put back, and no good. So a couple opportunities there for Schreiber go awry. Cardinals back the other way. The cross-court pass to Kennedy in the corner, underneath to Boytart. Boytart's turnaround, no good. Schreiber with the rebound. Busby bringing it up for the Bulldogs. He will turn around and now look underneath for Jack. Jack at the elbow, looking for some room, not there. His shot, no good. Rebound by the Cardinals. Bromerick on the rebound. Now Priggy has it. Back to Boytart. Back to Priggy. Priggy will drive in and kick out now to Boytart. That was Bromerick. Underneath Bamanek has it. He's fouled. Fouled him by Schreiber. All those B's. Bamanek to the free throw line for a pair.
You are prepared, Aaron. I would not be able to get all those out.
The first one is good by Bamanek. Opens the scoring in the second half. 17:01 on the clock. Second one is good as well. 37 to 38, Bulldogs with the lead. Here's Busby. Will be bailed out by Bailey, and then Castle hits Brinkman, then the Busby, now to Bailey underneath, going to Castle. Castle baseline in and good. We can get Caden down there on that baseline. He's going to be tough to defend.
First three turnover by the Cardinals. Bulldogs' first three possessions, it's clear they're making a conscious effort to pound it inside. They just need to work on the spacing to free up those passes a little bit, and I think we're going to be in business.
Here's back and forth with Castle and Bentley, and Bentley finds Schreiber on the right and left-hand side, and then streaking Brinkman underneath. He's fouled. Fouled by Bromerick, his third, team first, and Brinkman will head to the free throw line. Second opportunity tonight from the charity stripe. First one goes in and good for Bowl.
Came in tonight a little over 68% from the free throw line.
The Bulldogs are, I would say, fairly patient, getting themselves set for that free throw. Not a hurried shot by any means. Second one is good for Bowl. 42-37, 16-25 on the Thrivent Financial by Jake Thompson score. Here is Priggy. He will take the turnaround. No good. Rebound by Castle.
Good strong hand by Caden.
Castle start off the other end of the court, gives to Schreiber. Back to Castle. Castle, no good. Blocked. Ball go out of bounds off of the Cardinals.
A little bit surprised Caden didn't draw a foul there.
Yeah, I think he was kind of expecting it too.
Yeah, I think he should be at the free throw line right now. But
here, ball comes in to Castle. Rotation to Busby. Busby catch and shoot three long. No good. Rebound for the Cardinals. They head back and they're going to get called for a baseline violation out of bounds. That was Jason's first three-point shot fired up on the night. Here's Busby, will break the timeline, gets to Schreiber, now to Brinkman. Brinkman almost had Castle underneath. Now Busby into Schreiber. Schreiber fouled, no call. And he's 0 for 4 to start the first half, or second half. Schreiber swipe on the shot. It's no good. Castle with the rebound. Castle battling with Kennedy. Brinkman will bail out Bentley. Now Castle with it. Castle catching fire three. No good. Jack kind of exited the lane before the ball come out, and the Cardinals wind up with the with the rebound. There's Kennedy at top of the key, guarded on the top by Brinkman. I was going to say a 1-3-1 zone, but
I think it's our 1-2-2. Well, pretty sure it's the 1-2-2.
Here's Bamanek in the paint. His shot good. 42-39, Bulldogs lead. Castle will get it across the timeline and give it to Brinkman. Brinkman to Busby. Busby extra pass, look to Schreiber. Schreiber over the free throw line as he's fouled by Kennedy, his second. Good wraparound look by Busby, looking for Schreiber on the backside of the offense. And Schreiber 0 of 3 tonight from the free throw line. First one for Jack Hart off that back iron. Free throws, just kind of a little off tonight. Second one here for Jack, 14:33 left in the second half. Hard off the iron, no good, 0-5. Cardinals will get down quickly. Kennedy will feed Bromerick. Now back out, here's Boytart to Bamanek. Now out to Kennedy in the lane is Boytart. Kick back out to Bamanek. His three short. Castle with the rebound. And he will somehow get the ball on the other end of the court. And he'll be fouled. Kind of a bailout foul there by, whoops, I marked it down on the wrong guy. It's on Kennedy. His third, team third.
Bulldogs had, I think it was Brinkman streaking up the student section side of the floor, but I think there was enough traffic around Caden that he was unable to see him and triggered the pass.
Ball comes into
Bob's corner.
Busby. Here's a hook shot by Busby, no good. Feed from Brinkman. And the Cardinals back the other way. Here's Bamanek for three. Rolls out, no good. Schreiber grabs the rebound. Bentley will come back with it the other way. And gives to Castle. Castle now to Brinkman. Looks underneath for Schreiber. Schreiber off the glass, no good. But he's fouled.
Cardinals are already up to 4 fouls in the half.
Fouls on Priggy, his second, team fourth, as Mark stated. And let's hope we can get Jack off the schneid here. First free throw as he is patiently firing it. And off the back of the iron, no good. A bit more legs maybe, Mark?
Yeah, I'm not sure. It's just, it almost looked like something with his release on that one.
Castle out, Kish in. Second free throw for Schreiber, no good. And Bentley fighting for the loose ball rebound, block. Now Brinkman gives the Bentley and out to Kish. Kish in the lane to Schreiber. Schreiber for Brinkman and got it. a flurry of rebounds for the Bulldogs. And then finally a Brinkman lay-in. Here's a lay-in on the other end for Bromerick, and then a timeout called by the Cardinals. We'll take that timeout with them. You're listening to Bulldog Basketball on Pure Country. Bulldogs will have the ball after the timeout. Busby gets it into Bantley. Now Brinkman, he will take it up the far sideline, loses the handle on it, but going to be bailed out there by the Cardinals as they couldn't handle it either. 28 seconds on the shot clock, 13:05 on the Thrivent Financial Jake Johnson scoreboard. Bantley gets it into Brinkman. Brinkman will had a clear pass on that baseline, but he gets fouled. That's on Osley, his first, and the team fifth. Bantley to inbound, gets it into Schreiber. Schreiber back out to Busby. Rotation now for Brinkman. Back to Busby. Looking for Schreiber on that low post. Kish now will have it. And he will work against Prigge. Now Bantley looking for Schreiber. Has it. Rotation now. Busby catch and shoot three. Got it! Cash money from Busby.
Hunter's had a really good year shooting the three. It's he's just got to have his feet set, and you can count on it.
47-41. Here is Bromerick underneath to Boytag. Boytag got position in underneath on Jack, and he puts it in off the glass for two. 47-43. Bantley gets it to Busby, looking for Schreiber. Schreiber will have the ball poked out of his hands. Back to Busby. Busby dribbles back out. Kish has it. Kish rotation back to Busby. And now Busby will hit the Brinkman. Quick rotation to Kish in the corner. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Kish driving in. His shot short. And knock away by Kish. Turnover. He gets the ball back. And now we'll give it to Bantley up on top of the key. Here's Brinkman underneath to Schreiber. Schreiber quickly triple team. Busby has it. Kick out to Kish. Kish for three. Rolls in and out. Brinkman with the rebound. Back to Busby. Busby in the lane to Schreiber. Rotation for Bantley for three. Got it! Cash from downtown for Bantley. Three-pointer. Timeout called by Coach Herber. And we're going to keep it here as 11:27 on the clock. Timeout on the floor, 50-43. Bulldogs with the lead. Kish coming up with a great. He was off on his shot, able to kind of MacGyver his way underneath to get that rebound and give the Bulldogs a fresh 35. They took advantage of it. Rotation on that possession. Inside out, finding Bantley for that here three.
A lot of times it's easy to hang your head and just want to go back on defense, but he saw an opportunity to stay up and put some pressure on the Cardinals, and it hit off big time with an eventual three-pointer out of that possession.
Bulldogs will pick up the Cardinals at half court. Here's Osley. He will cut in quick and give it to Bromerick. Back out to Osley. Now Prigge has it go between his legs. Out of bounds. Turnover for the Cardinals. Noel and Sanders in. Schreiber and Busby out. Kennedy comes back in for the Cardinals, and Priggy will, Bono in as well, and got a, I'm not sure what was going on out there.
Yeah, it's a technical foul. The math wasn't mathing, Aaron. We had 6 guys on the floor.
And, all right, Mark, you might have to explain this one a little bit. Too many guys on the floor not listening to the officials, which they already kind of gave a warning about.
Yep.
Brinkman will shoot the technical fouls.
I'm not sure which player was checked in, but they wound up with 6 on the floor, which the rules I've always known, you only get 5.
Brinkman hits the first technical foul. And he hits the second technical foul.
Now let's really make this hurt and get a bucket here.
I think if I heard maybe right, a team technical.
I believe that's probably what it would go to, yes.
So like you said, in the first half, just they want to play. They want to play, so ball come in to Brinkman, now to Sanders. Now Bentley back out top, 30 seconds on the shot clock. Now Noel will have it. Noel had the baseline opportunity. Bentley now to Noel. Kish has it. Kind of that same position on the court. Will patiently wait. Is now Sanders in the lane, and he's going to call for a travel. Kind of shuffling his feet just a little bit too much on that. And the Bulldogs, the big guys are all out right now.
Yep.
Castle out, Schreiber out, Hines out. So your big guy now is Sanders looking into that paint.
We're getting the regular size guys freshened up here for a run in the final 10 and a half minutes.
Yep, they got to have that break as well. Here's a three-point shot. Short, no good. Rebound by Sanders. That was Bono on the three-point shot. Noel has it, gets it to Sanders, breaking the timeline. Now up top to Kish. Noel replaces Kish there. Now Brinkman. Brinkman rotation with Sanders. Sanders cutting into that lane. Will back out to Brinkman. Brinkman with the slash and the drive and the two-point bucket. 54-43, Bulldogs lead 10-12 on the clock. Here's Priggy in the lane to Boytart, kicked back out. Now Kennedy has it once again. Boytart in the lane. Will look underneath, has Bono. Bono blocked from behind, and Noel on the floor. He's going to get the jump ball. Possession here is going to face the Cardinals.
Boy, Evan Kish and Aiden Noel both provided a nice spark in the minutes they've gotten in this game tonight. Making some things
Absolutely.
happen.
Yeah, Noel not necessarily having the most minutes night after night, but putting in some good minutes right here, right now.
Yep. Yeah, Evan had the block shot, and Aiden was on the floor to cause that jump ball.
Priggy driving, has the ball knocked out by Bentley. Now Boytart, his drive, he's going to hit. Sanders called for the foul. So Boytart to the free throw line for the and one opportunity. 45-54, Bulldogs with the lead. Free throw is good. Bentley to Noel, broken easily that time for the Bulldogs. Hands to Kish. Man-to-man defense for the Cardinals. Here's Sanders, will hand to Bentley. Bentley's three too long, no good. And quickly down the other way will be too hot of a pass intended for Kennedy. And the Bulldogs will get possession of the ball. Now we got the big guys coming in.
Got them coming back. Let's pound that ball some more.
We'll replace Brinkman, Sanders, and Bentley. So our ball handler will be either Castle or Noel here, maybe even Evan.
Yep, Evan will help a little bit with that.
Here's Schreiber, gets it to Kish, and now Noel. Noel has it, now back to Castle, top of the key. Behind the back dribble, hands to Noel. Noel will look underneath to Hines. Hines getting in that restricted area, no good on the first one, gets his own rebound, and threw it away. Underneath is, can't see, Carson has him covered. Out of bounds, that was Lewinsky looking for the shot underneath, but good defense there that time, and no foul called on Big Country.
Yeah.
Kish gets to Schreiber. Schreiber's short arm pass to Noel. Noel gets it to Castle. Castle to Carson, and Carson puts it in for 2. Cardinals back down the other way quickly. Bulldogs with a 10-point lead. In the lane, here's Bono. His turnaround jumper, no good. Schreiber will get the rebound. Castle will slow it back up, gets it to Kish. Kish will have an easy path across the timeline. Looks underneath to Carson. Carson, yep. Gets called for a player control foul. The defender was set up perfectly underneath there. So Carson will just have to reel it in just a little bit.
When you're as strong as Carson is, sometimes it's hard to find that verticality. You want to get a feel for that contact, but he went in too hard.
I love watching Carson play, though. Yeah. I mean, it's great to watch him play. Bulldogs are in a 2-3, I believe, here, Mark.
I believe you're right, yes.
And here is Kennedy. He has the ball knocked out by Kish. Devin played a very good game tonight.
Yeah.
And Castle will bring it down. He's pestered, and now a foul called simultaneously by the 2 officials down there. That's the 4th on Kennedy. And the Bulldogs will head to the free throw line for bonus shot.
So as we said in the first half, we're going to have an opportunity for a lot of free points here if we can take advantage.
Castle, he has 9 points tonight, and this is his first opportunity from the free throw line tonight. Bulldogs, I won't ask Coach Herber about him again, because these free throws has just been not the greatest so far tonight. Rattles out, no good. Cardinals with the rebound, quickly up to Boytart, now back to Prigge, now Lewinsky to Bamanek underneath. And now finds Boytart underneath on that low block. Prigge has it, working in the lane, kick out to Lewinsky, his drive. And then they're going to call Carson for a block as he was in the restricted area. And 2 shots coming up for Lewinsky. It would be Carson's 3rd. 7:42 on the clock. Bulldogs with a 10-point lead. First free throw is good. And official Rain having a good conversation there with Carson. Carson's kind of wondering what he did. And I think if he was outside of that restricted area, they would have called it the other way. But that restricted zone or the protection area goes the other way.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right there.
Second free throw hard, no good. Rebound will go to Bentley, as I'm not sure what might have happened there with the Cardinal player. Busby has it, looking underneath for Schreiber. Schreiber position, kick back out to Busby. Busby 3, got it! Straight cash. 59-47, and we're going to have a foul on Bentley, I believe, on the defensive side. That's his second, team fifth, excuse me.
When Hunter is going from 3, that does so much to change the game, because now they have to account for 3-point shooters, and it's not just Jace, it's not just Hunter, it's all of them. And that's going to free up some of that space for Jack inside. I think Jack's looked a little hesitant the last few minutes. I think knowing that he's getting pounded inside and struggling from the free throw line, he's a little bit hesitant to take it strong to the glass right now.
Here's the inside shot by Bamanek. No good. Rebound by Castle. Good rotation that time by the Cardinals, being patient, giving what the Bulldogs gave them on the defensive side. Here's Bentley. We'll give it to Brinkman. I believe the Cardinals are now in a 1-3-1 or a 1-2-2 zone.
I do think it is a 1-3-1 here.
Schreiber now to Busby. Brinkman wants the ball in that corner. Bad. He has Castle underneath. Good rotation. Backdoor cut. Schreiber's shot no good.
It was a good possession though. You just like to come out of it with points.
Here's Prigge driving the lane floater, and Busby's going to get called for a push. Oh, they called that on Brinkman, excuse me. That's Bo's first, team 6th. Prigge to the free throw line. He's 2 of 2 tonight. 6 fouls on the Bulldogs, 7 on the Cardinals. 6:25 here in the second half. Bulldogs lead 59-48. Prigge's first free throw was good. Second one is good as well. 59-49. Busby will bring it up for the Bulldogs.
Still in that 1-3-1, it looks like here.
It's not a typical defense by a high school team, a 1-3-1. Here's Busby, who dribble in, looking to create some room. Three-point shot by Brinkman, no good. And rebound goes to the Cardinals. Bo 1 of 2 from three-point land. Kick out for the Cardinals. Here is Priggy in the lane now for Bamanek. Bamanek has the ball knocked out of his hands. Now Priggy gets it. Kick out to Lubinsky. His three good. Cardinals cutting into that. Now they will create a turnover. And here's Lubinsky with the lay-in. 54-59, Bulldogs with the lead. This new defense by the Cardinals causing a little bit of issue on the offense for the Bulldogs. Here's Castle looking down low for Schreiber. Pretty much a triple team all the time underneath. Here's Bentley for three, no good. Rebound for the Cardinals. And then we'll have a block foul called on Bentley.
What happened there? Yeah, that's on Jace. What happened there is he was positioned. The Lewiston player did not have the space to come down. He needs an opportunity to land. Jace was just a little bit too tight. Otherwise, he was positioned. He was stationary, but he did not give the offensive player room to come down.
Free throw attempt, no good. And we're have lane entry, a foul.
I think that was on Priggy, maybe.
It is on Priggy, you are correct, Mark.
Castle should be shooting here.
And now time to make some money here at the free throw line. We'll have a full timeout though, we'll take it with them. You're listening to Bulldog Basketball on your Bulldog Nation station, Pure Country. Right back here as Caden Castle will be at the free throw line for a bonus shot opportunity. Give him a rebound on the other end of the court as well. Shot will go hard off the back of the iron, and then he's going to collect a foul, either Brinkman or Castle on that. And yep, it is on Carson, Caden, excuse me, his third. Team's eighth.
Just trying to make a play to get the ball back. Yeah. So the timeout by Jason there, is number 10. Is that Lubinsky, you said?
Yes, Lubinsky at the free throw line. His free throw shot in and good.
I'm guessing Jason wanted that timeout just to discuss the defense. We need to stop the ball a little bit better so we don't allow those drives in and kickouts for the three-point shooters. But offensively, I think he just wanted to regroup. Second one's good. The last 2 or 3 possessions have not been very productive, and I think he just wanted to get things settled down.
Here's Castle with Bentley. Bentley trying to find some break in that 1-3-1. Here's Brinkman. And ball chipped. Bentley gets it. Castle will have an opportunity. He probably should have just went up with that shot. Ball gets knocked out of bounds. 13 seconds on the shot clock. Good look at the baseline, just indecisiveness, I guess, on the point of Castle there.
Yeah, I kind of wonder, from here it's tough to tell, but I wonder if he got a little too, nice play on the backside. I wonder if he just got a little too deep on that baseline drive and might have been behind the backboard.
There's a shot missed, rebound by Prigge, and a putback for the Cardinals. 1 point ball game. Bulldogs up by 1. Here's Castle to Bentley. Bentley trying to find something in that zone. Here's a 3-point shot by Castle. Good!
That's a big shot. We needed some points on the board.
Cardinals back the other way. Shot in by Prigge. Prigge slashing in off the glass. Good. 62-60, 3:45 on the clock. Bulldogs with the lead. There's Busby looking, and he has his pass deflected. Now Jace with the deflection, steal back the other way. Brinkman looking to Schreiber, block foul, being called no shot, but Bo head to the free throw line. Foul is on Prigge, his 4th. And Bo tonight from the free throw line, 5 of 6. First one good. 63-60, 3:31 on the Thrivent Financial Jake Thompson scoreboard. Second one of the bonus for Bo goes in good.
Get it back to a 2-possession game, 3.5 minutes to go. Bulldogs with some pressure.
Caden slips a little on the defensive side. Here is Levinsky now to Boytart. Boytart now back up top for Prigge. Rotation for Levinsky is 3. No good. No box out on the other side, but a big block coming from Schreiber on the backside. Ball out of bounds to the Cardinals. 18 seconds left on the shot clock for the Cardinals. 3:06 on the timer. Ball comes into Boytart. Now Bamanek has it, looking for Prigge in the lane. Prigge driving against Bentley. Bentley knocks it away. Turnover for the Cardinals. Brinkman will get it up to Schreiber. Schreiber will slow it down, gets to Brinkman. Cross-court pass for Castle. Now to Bentley. Bentley back to Castle. Now back to Bentley. Castle, corner of the three-point line. Looking is Bentley. Bentley will drive in. And now back to Castle. Castle will fire a 3. Too hard. And the rebound will go to the Cardinals. Prigge against Brinkman. Now a pass in the lane denied. Turnover. Bulldogs get the ball and will bring it back up. 2:20 left in the second half. And we're going to have a timeout called by Coach Herber. Full timeout. Timeout with them on your Bulldog Nation station. Pure Country will be right back. All right, back here at Plainview-Elgin-Mill High School, broadcasting live from the Bennett and Santa Grandma broadcast booth on your Bulldog Nation station, brought to you by Bennett's Food Center. Big play Aaron Nickel, joined by Mark Jurgensen, the coach, the man, the myth, the legend, the 8th grade Coach Genius, 8th grade, right?
Yes. Yep.
All right. Here's Busby to Brinkman, and a cross-court pass for Castle. I don't think it was necessarily intended for Caden. He ended up with it, and he's going to head to the free throw line.
Yeah, I don't know if that was intended for Jack or for Caden. The steam that was on that makes me wonder if it was for Caden, but boy, Jack was right there.
That is the 4th on Lebinsky, and Castle back to the free throw line. He's 0 of 2 tonight from the free throw line. Seems like he's been there a little bit more often. First one will go in for Caden.
He's just got to see a couple go through. He came into tonight shooting right around 54% from the line. He's a good shooter. He's just hasn't been able to get it going for whatever reason from the free throw line this year.
Second one for Caden, a little hard, but he'll get the shooter's touch and drop in. 66-62, 0-5 on the clock. Here is a three-point shot fired up, no good. Rebound though by the Cardinals. Friggy will have it back, and to Lebinsky, three-point shot, no good. Schreiber with the rebound, and Bentley will come back for the Bulldogs. It'll be 1:45 left in the second half.
It's a full two-possession game here. Let's work the ball and get a good shot.
Castle being doubled, gets it to Brinkman. Brinkman back to Bentley. Bentley for three, no good. Battling underneath, and the Cardinals will get the defensive rebound. 1:30 left in the half. Good trap here by the Bees, and a timeout called by Coach Vanderplas, and the Cardinals will take it with them. We'll be right back here with more basketball right after this. Welcome back. Bulldogs lead 66-60 after the timeout called by the Cardinals. They have 2 timeouts left. Bulldogs with 1. Ball will come into Kennedy. Bentley will pick him up as the Bulldogs go to a man-to-man defense. Bentley tried for the poke out. He's going to pick up his 4th foul. And that'll send Kennedy to the free throw line. Kennedy tonight, I believe this is his first opportunity from the free throw line. I believe this is Kennedy. Yep, it is. 1:16 on the clock. Bulldogs with a 6-point lead. First free throw goes in and good for Kennedy. Bulldogs with 9 fouls. The Cardinals with 10. Second free throw for Kennedy. Was out rebounded by Brinkman. Brinkman going up high, getting it, and now Castle will be doubled, loses the handle on it, and I'm not sure, lots of hands everywhere. Busby has it, now they're going to call a foul, and are they going to call it on Busby? Hands everywhere. It's hard to get a gist of who's going to get their foul. It is on Busby.
I don't know how you pick a foul out of, I mean, not that there weren't fouls, but I don't know how you pick a specific player out of that.
So Kennedy back to the free throw line. First one is good. 66-62, 1:01 on the clock. Second free throw as he is in the double bonus for both sides coming up. That one is good as well.
Cardinals have gotten it back to a one-possession game now.
Here's Castle to Bentley, back to Castle. Castle fouled.
There we go.
That'll go on Kennedy. That is his 5th. And Castle head to the free throw line for 2. And Bono will check in. Sorry. We're going to... Bamanek will check in for Kennedy. student section up and making noise. Decked out in their red, white, and blue. Standing from court to back. Here's Castle at the free throw line for 2. His first one hard off the front of the iron, no good. 55.1 on the clock. Second one coming up for Caden. That one will go off the side. Brinkman's going to get the rebound. And driving in is Brinkman to Schreiber. Schreiber loses the handle on it a little bit. Brinkman, another rebound. No shot. Foul on the floor. Couple rebounds for Bo in there as well as Jack. And the foul went to Lebinsky. That's his 5th. And Bo to the free throw line. As just looking at my stat line here, Jack has 10 points in the game. Those 10 points came in the first half.
Yeah.
He is, unfortunately, 0 for everything he's put up in the second half. Brinkman's free throw rolls in and good.
But he's so replaceable, or irreplaceable, I should say, on the rebounds. He's come up with several loose balls and steals in the second half, so he's still been contributing.
Second free throw is good. 68-63, 45 seconds left. Here is Boychart over to Bromwich. Bromwich driving on Busby. And now a kick back out. And Bamanek will have it for 3. No good. Rebound for Brinkman. Gets it to Busby. And we're going to have a foul. As Busby's going to head to the free throw line. Foul is on Priggy, and that's his 5th. And Osley will come in to replace him. It's kind of strange to have 3 guys with that many fouls, but that's the unfortunate way that it fell here tonight. Busby at the free throw line. First opportunity for free throws tonight. He hits the first one.
Small sample size, but Hunter's only a 50% free throw shooter on the season. That really surprises me, but he's stepping up big here right now.
The one is good.
Yeah. Stepped up when he needed to.
Here's a drive in by Blomert off the glass, good, and a timeout called by the Cardinals. 13.7, and it's a full timeout, so we'll take that with them. You're listening to a Bulldog Basketball on Pure Country. All right, welcome back to Plainview-Elgin-Mill High School. Bulldogs and Cardinals here. Bulldogs have a 70-65 lead, 13.7 on the clock, and they will have possession on the low block here. As I lost all my commercials. Forgot the old GTL symbol that clears everything out. Here's Schreiber, gets it into Brinkman, and Brinkman's going to get fouled by Bamanek on the foul. That is his first. Mark, I'm going to turn it over to you here for a second as I got to add in some commercials, so if do your best description.
All right, Bulls had a good night from the free throw line here. If we can get one more, that extends it to a full two full possession lead. Okay, so we're up to 6 points right now.
So Bo hits the first one.
71-65, 11 and a half seconds to go.
Second one is good.
72-65. Bulldogs looking no fouls. Just a little bit of pressure, make them use up the clock. Cardinals have one more timeout if they hit a shot.
Here's a three-point shot by Osley. No good.
That'll do it.
Brinkman with the rebound.
Gonna do it.
And they call a foul with 0.2 of a second left. And the elation for Coach Huber. This is, I would say, the win, the signature win that the Bulldogs were looking for.
This is, they fought so hard all year. They've obviously had their share of adversity on given nights, but to come through and secure a victory here against a team that's battling for the conference championship. It's going to be probably a fairly high seed in Section 1A.
Right.
This is a nice win. Hopefully build a little momentum for the remaining games this week and as we head into the playoffs. So bound, and that'll be the game.
Jace hits one of two. Bulldogs with a big 73-65 win. We'll take a break here, and I'll tally up my stats. You're listening to Bulldog Basketball on Pier Country. All right, I didn't add up my, I was trying to get all the commercials in so we could take a break, and then I forgot to add up the points. We'll do it on the fly. Bulldogs do win, though. 73-65, Bulldogs with a big win that will improve a little bit better in the section seedings for the Bulldogs. I'm pretty sure it should give them a little bit of a feather in the cap over some of the teams that have played throughout the season here.
Well, and the nice thing too, Aaron, is with 2 regular season games to go and whatever playoffs are in front of us, we've now matched the win total from each of the last 2 seasons. So we have a chance to get over that hurdle and take a step forward. This team has felt all season like they're on the verge of being able to take that step, and it's just here and there little things that have prevented that from happening. So tonight's definitely a night to feel good about, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to do this on the fly. So Prigge, excuse me, let me get technical here. Tyson Prigge had 12 points tonight. Lincoln Osley with 3. Seth Lubinsky 4 in the first half, and 4, 5, 6, 8. Nope. Yes. 4, 6, 8, 12 points total in the game. Cole Kennedy with 2 in the first half, and then he hit 3 free throws in the second for 5 points total. Gavin Bamanek with 8 in the first half and 4 in the second for a total of 12. Bono, who had a good first half, 6 points total for the Cardinals on the night. Gage Bromerick with 4, and Peyton Boychart had 8, 9 points, I believe. Oh, I'm sorry, he had 11. Good thing that they have the score tracker on the court up there. Aiden Miller with 2 points. I don't think we saw him too much in the second half.
He was in some. I know he was on the floor for that to cause that jump ball in that big moment. Evan blocked that shot, and Aiden was on the floor to recover it. But the minutes that he did give were important tonight. He was steady.
Jace Bentley with 5, Hunter Busby with 8 on the second half. Caden Castle has 7 in the first, 10, 12, 14 total for Caden. Bo Brinkman with 25, Jack Schreiber with 10, and Carson Hines had 6. So not bad for the Bulldogs, especially off the bench, getting that much-needed bench play in there. So looking at my Cropland Alfalfa player of the game, well, I'm going to go with, and we're going to obviously check with you, Mark. I'm going to give it to Aiden Knoll.
I'm on board.
He filled in, pretty much taken that role that's filled by Logan Cleveter, Logan being out with the illness tonight, and filled in, I would say, pretty darn well.
Yeah, and again, you have to have people on your bench that can come in and give you some minutes. They don't necessarily have, sometimes you're looking for somebody to come in and be a spark and hit some shots and put some points up on the board, but sometimes you just need somebody who's going to come in off the bench and steady the ship, maintain control of the game. And I think maybe he had one turnover, but overall he did a good job battling through some of the press, especially in the first half. Very nice with the minutes that he got tonight.
Well, the Bulldogs did a good job battling through that. After the Cardinals switched to that 1-3-1 zone, they finally did find an opening in that, and were able to kind of get Caden the Castle in those corners, and didn't necessarily free up Jack, but Jack's going to get his own here.
Yep.
So.
It's good to see on a night where Jack maybe didn't get as many points as he normally would, or that it looked like maybe he'd have the opportunity to tonight. But the other guys rose up around him, and they battled with their cuts to the basket. They played strong underneath, making things happen, and that's a good team win. Good team win.
Absolutely. And it's Bulldogs will go to 9-15 on the year now, and set themselves up with there'll be another big section section matchup coming up here Thursday night against Lake City. Lake City, we both know, has a prolific scorer in Gavin Lawrenson. He's going to get his points. It's just how do these secondary players contribute to that score total?
Yeah.
So, well, Mark, thanks a bunch for joining me again. I appreciate it. Appreciate the input, and makes my call way better.
Well, I always enjoy our conversations, Aaron, and to get to hang out and watch some basketball in the middle of February as we're heading towards spring, heading toward the playoffs. It's always fun.
Absolutely. Thanks to Logan Brewer for games set up tonight, and we'll see you tomorrow morning on Big Play Wednesday, 9 cents and nothing, as SH is going to join, and we're going to play a game, see who can name the country music song the fastest, backed by popular demand. So, thanks for everyone for listening. Big Play here, Nick Clay, Mark Jensen, Mark Jurgensen, not Mark Jensen. The show was Mark Jensen anyway, then, I guess. So, broadcasting live from the Bennett Sun Santa Gravel broadcast booth on your Bulldog Nation station, brought to you by Bennett's Food Center. Always remember, never forget, wherever you go, there you are.
Appreciate just the insight that I don't know. I can call it the end of the info that so much easier.
pace the game slowed down.
Yeah, I guess I didn't even notice Bean was gone too.
Yeah, he's been super. Finally found out yesterday he's got pneumonia.
Oh,
He's been running temperatures approaching 105 several days. I'm going to leave disconnect too. I will help that up. I'm going to leave that disconnect. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to stay Friday night. After if I do,
okay. Yeah, it's kind of a different atmosphere down there. Well, obviously, I'll show it how it goes. Well, so I go behind the player's tent, and then kind of over there. So,
yeah.
but I mean, at least the boys' game every year is okay. As the girls' game, we have a little bit of cheering that goes down. Yeah, message the AD down there that I'm coming. And he says, okay, thanks for the heads up. Well, it's a different one. It's Donnie Killian. Donnie Killian. It's not regular. Yeah.
Okay. When did that change?
Must have been this last year.
Is he still there?
Yeah, he's still there. Because last year, I looked up, I better get a hold of him to let him know that I'm coming. And he wasn't, his name wasn't down for the AD. So, Donnie is the wrestling coach.
Is this everything for the huddle?
Yeah.
Does that go with base and everything? With the office?
It goes in the actually where, yeah, it can go wherever because it's done completely done now. But we don't have any more live streams because we won't do Thursday's game.
If we were in a play, would we potentially go
So,
south?
yeah. So you can go just in the coach's office.
Not to put you on that. But yeah, if we have to play.
Oh, if we have to play, yeah, I'll definitely. They got everything.